welcome to our third and final adventure of the evening. I need to mute myself on Twitch before I go insane. All right. We have a Fabled tier boss battle to wrap us up tonight. For reasons between me and Jeremy, we're not going to do the wheel as we usually do, but I have a pretty fun battle prepared for you guys that I think you'll enjoy quite a bit. So without further ado, let's take a moment and introduce our characters. Though, first up, we have joining a last-minute sub-in here to hop into this boss battle in the final moments. We have Papa Sickle with us tonight.
Hello.
How's you been, Papa?
Doing? I've been taking care of the children.
Yes, I understand Sugar Mama's been out adventuring quite a bit lately and going on and getting a lot of XP. So it's nice that you're able to get out too.
Yeah, well, finally I got some time alone because she's the one taking care of the children right now.
Well, so long as the boys are okay, then Papa Sickle can get out there and do his stuff. How have you been, Papa Sickle, though? How is everything with your family?
Everything is good. I've been decorating the house, of course, with lots of candy canes and such. I am a bit of a craftsman, as you might know.
Yes, I am familiar. You can work wonders with sugar and sweets.
Yes, I can. I made my own blade out of candy canes, along with this plate armor. It's not really plate, but it's close enough.
It's more of like a splint, one might say.
Yes,
a giant moth.
That's what I was talking about.
Yes. Well, Papa Sickle, it is a joy to have you back. It's been a long time. Welcome, and I wish you the best of luck.
It's been so long, apparently, that I have lost my profile picture.
These are dark times indeed. I hope you're able to find it before things get too dicey. But let us continue. Next, we have joining us today, Kevin CRABHANDS. Actually, I think I've been saying your name wrong this whole time. Kevin CRABHANDS. Is that correct?
Ah, yes, that's the proper sort of pronunciation. I understand it can be hard for some people.
Yes, I wasn't certain up until now, but Kevin, how have you been? It's also been a little while since we've seen you around. DnDTime.
Been a bit of a while. Those killer whales, mate. Yeah, they're a lot tougher than sharks. I'll let you know that.
What have you been doing with killer whales?
Well, you know how I was fighting sharks originally, but they got kind of boring. They ran out of sharks, so I moved on to whales. And these ones don't die quite as easily. And, I mean, one ate me leg at one point. I got it back, don't worry. And it died of alcohol poisoning. But, you know, aside from that, I'm a bit struggling. So I spent a couple of months, and now I'm on top, and I'm ready for this.
I see that, you sounds like you've gone through some very rigorous training, Kevin. And I wish you best of luck in the battle today.
Cheers, mate.
And he kind of just glances over towards the man who decorates his place with candy.
Very well. And we move next on to Azarion. Azarion, how have you been?
I've been doing fine. I've been swinging from chandeliers.
Swinging from chandeliers? Why is this, Azarion?
Well, it helps me get fit after eating all these people.
Yeah, I imagine that with all of the, other humanoids that you eat, I don't think there's any Band-Aid or sugarcoating that you can do for it. As a cannibal, that lifestyle can probably pack on a lot of pounds, can it? I never really considered that.
Yeah, so I might need to go to a diet.
But, I mean, it sounds like this swinging from the chandelier exercise routine you're going on, I imagine it's pretty effective. That sounds difficult. Do you do, like, pull-ups and stuff like that, Azarion?
No, swing like on a fair. Circles, go, merry-go-round.
Actually, now that when you put it that way, it sounds more like it's fun than it is exercise.
It can be both. Why not?
Fair enough. Do you think you're ready for your Fabled boss battle today? Do you think you have the moves to take on whatever deadly foe is prepared for you?
I really hope so. If not, I'm gonna have to eat myself.
I hope that does not happen, Azarion. I wish for your success with great intensity, and I welcome you and wish you best of luck today.
Thank you.
Of course. And last but not least, the partner in Cannibal, Deadly Massacre. How are you, Deadly Massacre?
Hello. I got a weapon, which is my chandelier.
You're wielding a chandelier?
Yes, so that Azarion can swing around on it.
How do you use, I mean, obviously it's fun for Azarion to swing around on. How do you utilize the chandelier as a weapon in combat?
I just take it up, swing it, and it also has like fire and ice, so I'm pretty good with any type of climate that comes at me.
Oh, okay. It also sounds like you could probably pull some like Home Alone hijinks too, where you like drop it on unsuspecting burglars and stuff like that.
Yes, correct.
So Deadly, it sounds like you've been doing some serious training with your chandelier, but as a chandelier wielder, do you think you'll have what it takes to stand up to Bartholomew's challenge for you today?
I think so, especially if Azarion's gonna be swinging around on it. I think he can fly and do whatever.
That sounds like an unstoppable combo, and I look forward to seeing it in action. Deadly, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Without further ado, our adventure begins here. The four of you find yourself standing around Bartholomew's shop. Today, in the lands of DnDTime, actually, it is the Summer Solstice. Not quite that in real life. I think a couple weeks now, but today in the lands of DnDTime, it is the Summer Solstice. And Bartholomew looks over at you. Pretty hot out today. If you hadn't noticed.
Yes,
one of the
it's
four.
quite hot.
After spending so much damn time in the ocean, I need a drink.
Here's a if you have your own, I was going to offer you something. But ice water and lemonade if anyone wants it. It is on the Summer Solstice every year that one of the greatest madmen the lands of DnDTime has ever seen, stalks the lands. Specifically, he prowls the streets of Central City. I think he mostly feeds on children and the like, which of course children can't die, so that's a whole mess. But he is a monster. I'm sure you've already all heard his name.
Nah,
So he eats people? Is that what I'm hearing?
nah, he's touching kids. We gotta put him down.
No one, I wouldn't go that direction with it. No one really knows fully what he does. He definitely hurts people, children and adults alike. He is a monster, really. He goes around in this strange sort of covered chariot, horseless cart, and he gives out ice cream.
I want some ice cream. Where can I find it?
Well, I suppose you can find it today in Central City. So, without further ado, I will, send you all there.
Wait, has he got any sort of like bell or the thing to sell it? You know how some ice cream people got there.
The ice is going down. It's going down.
That one?
Yeah. I mean, usually they've got some people singing it, but yeah.
I think he has a siren that he uses. The animals weep and the children shriek when they hear the dark sound of his chariot.
Kevin just looks at
What's a siren? Oh, it's that pretty lady in it, the fish people. Right, I gotcha.
Yes, I think you understand. And Bartholomew snaps you away to a park in Central City, which is where your battle kind of officially begins. And you're looking around. Like I said, it's this kind of the summer solstice right now, and all around the space you would expect to see festival and party. A lot of people in the lands of DnDTime kind of worship the changing of the seasons, and the solstices are holidays and holy days in a lot of way. And throughout the lands of DnDTime, other places, they are celebrated in grand fashions. This public park here in Central City is completely abandoned. You can see that every window, like the shutters closed on them, doors are locked up. A piece of paper just kind of like lazily drifts through the empty streets upon the wind. The most bustling place in the land of DnDTime, everyone is currently just homed in fear. And yeah, that is where our adventure begins. You just are kind of standing around in this park at the moment, and yeah,
Are there any swings I can swing around on?
there are some swings. There's one of those kind of merry-go-rounds that are man-powered, not like a fancy carnival one, but just the circular rotating disc. With
The ones you push.
Yeah, the ones you push. I don't know if those are still called merry-go-rounds.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna like look around and like kind of just comment.
I mean, they're all boarded up. Why would he be here? He's not going to find anyone.
Yeah, and like he'll look towards Papa's Sickle and just like offer him a flask. You drink?
No, thank you. I don't drink anything but the sweet things.
I mean, this is sweet if you have enough of it, but more for me.
And he takes a swig and is gonna look around for whatever that noise is.
Papa's gonna look around for signs of the ice scream man.
Yeah, you're hearing very faintly on the wind right now. You do hear a sound. It seems to be like a ringing, almost like bells or something like that. But
Here he comes.
And Kevin just puts like a fist in his palm and cracks his neck.
before, the sound kind of slowly grows louder. And as you are kind of hearing this ever kind of growing siren song, you begin to see in front of you what looks like a young man, a young kind of boy, maybe 13 years of age, and he's sprinting forward down the street. You see him kind of looking back over his shoulder and kind of running. You see he turns and ducks around a side alley, and as he does so, you just see flying through the air after him and kind of striking into the corner of the street, a huge wad of what looks like ice cream that just crashes into it. He runs and kind of shouts, and that siren song grows kind of ever louder and closer here to you. As you come, oh, okay, it's on. I couldn't hear the music. I finally hear it now. Okay, it's very loud.
Oh, that was intentional.
It was a little bit intentional, not quite that loud. I wanted it. And pulling out around the corner now, you can see what looks like an ice cream truck. At least one that you would see in our times. As it kind of roars around the corner, you can see it's just kind of turning and looking down the alley for a moment. You can see the visage of the person inside silhouetted at the moment. They stare down the alley, but then they turn their gaze to the four of you standing in the park. And the truck starts to move in your direction.
What kind of horse is that?
Well. I guess he's found us.
I've got some ice cream. Please give it to me.
Kevin's just gonna walk forward and like just kind of stalk in the direction of the car van thing.
Excellent. You do so. You begin kind of walking forward and moving in the direction of the car, and the truck starts to pull up. Is there anything that you guys want to do? It seems to be moving towards you pretty slowly and just stepping up towards you.
Kevin spreads his arms and yells, "Hit me!"
As he kind of reaches you, you can see there's a moment of shuffling, and eventually a face kind of weaves around and looks at the group of you. Standing out in the kind of the park, the ice cream music comes to a stop, and he looks across at you all and just says, "Hi there." The face that emerges from behind the counter, there's like a little service window. He's wearing one of the kind of like white hats. His head is abnormally round, and his features are just big, like, they're just big circles. Like for eyes, he just has 2 big black circles. He has kind of like a pointed, almost ice cream cone nose, and his mouth is just a wide grin with just perfectly bright, shining white teeth. He looks across at you. Would any of you like some ice cream?
Azarion is gonna approach and he's gonna say, I want 2 ice creams with taste of elf and a gnome.
Does this guy look a bit like an orca? That's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah.
You could maybe make that comparison to a small degree, yeah.
Awesome, punch him in the face.
He looks at you. You said you wanted the flavors of elf and what?
A gnome.
Okay. He looks across at you, and you see as soon as you ask for this, his face grows suddenly outraged. And he just looks at you. We don't have it! And he shouts, we don't have it at you at the top of his lungs. And as he does so, you see him with like lightning reflexes. He just throws another cone at you that seems to be something else. It just tosses out of the window with a scoop. An array of ice cream comes crashing at you as a reaction to you ordering something that he didn't have on the menu. And he's going to hit you with his party sampler. That's a 16 to hit. Does a 16 get you, Azarion?
No, I'm fine.
It strikes into your armor, and as it hits you, you can see that the ice cream that he threw at you was like toppled with different flavors and things, and there's a lot of different types, and they all seem to like crackle with different types of energy as he strikes them at you. I would like you all to roll for initiative because I think CRABHANDS also said he wanted to punch.
Yes, I will punch him in the teeth. His 2 perfect teeth. There we go. Oh, yes.
And
That'll do for now.
that's going to bring us in initiative to Azrith. The first to act in this instance is going to be you. The ice cream man looks across at you after throwing this kind of cone at you. Oh, let me get some... what would you like to do, Azarion?
First say, well, if you don't have it, then I guess I'm gonna have to eat you, but I'm gonna kill you. And I'm gonna use, if I can use my burning hands on him.
Can you use burning hands? Yeah, absolutely. You can fire him through the window of the truck right now.
Am I not in the way?
You guys, the window's wide. I think you can both fit at the window, but that's about the limit of it. I assume that he's going, I assume he's not going it through the window to you. He's like walking up to it and just blasting him. Point blank. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw. He's decent at that. Ooh, he rolls really well. He gets a 17. You see, he kind of ducks a little bit out of the way as much as he can, but the fire courses through the space. You can see bits of his head kind of almost seem to like drip a little bit, and his mouth kind of hisses steam as he takes these 4 points of fire damage. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna walk up.
Are you gonna step backwards from him?
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't have a legend. He doesn't have a reaction he can use right now because he already used his reaction. So.
Actually, can I just like go to the other side of the track, of the track? Just go on the other side.
You could just go to the other side of the cart if you wanted, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's it for me.
You do that. That's going to bring us next in initiative to Papa Sickle. What do you want to do, Papa?
I want to try and drag him out of his cart.
All right. Go ahead and make me a...
Athletics.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed, yes.
He is going to make a dexterity saving throw. All right, you...
Damn, nice, Papa.
You go onto him and you grab onto him.
Get out of there!
You can see something kind of strange happens as you grab him. You see as you pull forward and begin to force him, he kind of like just seems to like melt and dissolve in your hands, and then kind of almost reform as you drag forward. He is actually immune to being grappled and restrained. As you kind of pull onto him, he's, for lack of a better term, Alex, he's a Logia type.
How dare he!
Anything else on your turn?
I mean, I suppose that's probably my action. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, you still
bonus
have
action.
bonus.
I think I've got, I'm gonna Shield of Faith!
There you go. You guard yourself with a magical shield.
This is a more serious threat than I thought.
That's going to bring us next initiative to Deadly Massacre. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and just do my chandelier trick.
Oh no, 9 unfortunately is going to miss. You go and strike at the ice cream man, and you can see as where you kind of swing the chandelier in, he once again, like, the hit doesn't seem to quite connect, and he just kind of melts some of his body to the side and then puts it back into place. Is there anything else on your turn? So the bonus action.
I'm gonna go to where Azarion is, on the other side of the truck.
All right, you gang up on the other side of the truck as we move to Kevin. What would you like to do, Kevin?
Kevin is going to laugh at all of these people and their fancy weapons and attempts to touch them, and he's instead just going to reach in, wrap a hand around this guy's head, and slam it repeatedly into the side of his van as an unarmed strike.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
All right, 1 second. I just got to remember how using key points works.
If you can expend 1 key point to Flurry of Blows, which when you make your extra unarmed strike, you can make another extra one.
Awesome. I will do that then.
All right, make me 2 more attacks. 10 unfortunately also misses, but 20 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
All right, 6 damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. The first couple you strike at him and he dodges. The last one you finally catch him and wham! The head kind of comes forward, and as he comes back to it, you can see the face is kind of like flattened a little bit at the front, and the ice cream nose that he has on the front of his face has been like pushed into his head. And then, as it now passes onto his turn,
Do you mind if I climb on top of the van with movement?
Yeah, I want you to make me a check because you'll have to like do a. You'll have to do a little bit of a maneuver to like jump up the window and then get up there.
That works. Could I acrobatics it?
Yep, I'll let you make acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
18.
18, not a problem. You jump up and onto the truck, and then the second he kind of finishes off with all of you, there gets to his turn. You see he pulls back from the window and hops into the driver's seat of his truck, and begins to take off. And he whips, provoking opportunity attacks from everyone but you right now, Kevin, on his truck. If any of you want to smack the truck, you're welcome to do so.
That's the worst I have ever done.
Nope, 6 ain't gonna get you there. Deadly, Azarion, you guys want to take a couple opportunity attacks?
Yes.
What sort of roll would be required to
Technically, you
punch
can't
the
use a
windscreen?
spell as an opportunity attack. It has to be like a melee weapon or something.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Okay, yes. This thing again.
10 unfortunately. Oh, but the truck, actually, that is going to hit the truck. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
What sort of roll would be required to punch through the windscreen?
To punch through the window? Oh, the windshield.
Yeah, the windshield.
We'll come to that's just an attack roll and see how much damage you do. We'll come to that when it's your turn.
I only have a dagger. I don't know if that will do anything to do.
So you don't want to do that, Azarion?
Yeah, maybe it's if I need to use melee weapons, then better not to do. Like, can I just like use my wings and fly on the top as well?
Unfortunately not. That's not something you can do. This is an opportunity attack because he's driving the truck away from you, so it's just provoking that as an opportunity attack. So that's the record. You can do it if you want, or you can save your reaction if you think there's something else might come up.
I'll try.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Just a second. It's not letting me use my daggers.
That is very strange.
Yeah, if I press it, it's literally making me.
Why don't you just go ahead and roll me a d20 manually, and then we'll add the relevant bonus. Okay, Jeremy got it for you. And 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that. Or I'm gonna give you Jeremy's roll because he already rolled it. I'm gonna give you credit for that 21. So just click on dagger where it popped up in chat and we'll get the damage on that. 4 points of piercing damage. You stab into the side of the truck and drag it. It kind of leaves a little bit of a rake in what looks like the steel that most of this truck is made out of. Likewise, the Frostbrand chandelier smacks into the side of the truck. Does it have extra? Does it take 5 extra damage, or does it just take 8?
What was this, Jeremy? This was, I think it was, what was it? Oh man, now I don't remember. It does both. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, so it's an extra 5 points of damage on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 13 points of damage. So you guys smack the side of the truck, and the truck drives away. And as it does, you can see, I hope you like this song. The sound of the truck kind of picks up one more time, but this time as it does, it sounds different than it did before, and it's just this terrible, piercing, agonizing sound. I need all of you to make me wisdom saving throws as you hear the dark sounds of the truck.
Oh, come on. Wisdom saving throw against the drunken.
And I think everyone but Kevin CRABHANDS is going to fail this wisdom saving throw as his terrible sirens sound. And all of you who fail are going to take the full damage from this. The rest of you will take half damage as you all now scream for ice cream. You take 6 points of psychic damage, half as much on a success, and you are now all frightened of the ice cream man as this awful sound happens.
Sorry, am I frightened?
I won't make you listen to it anymore. You are not frightened.
Lovely.
But everyone else is currently frightened, which is good for you because you're the one on the moving.
on the fucking van.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending it on a success. But that is going to be all for his turn. That's his action to activate the Scream for Ice Cream sirens. And he drives off, provoking those opportunity attacks. The car moves around pretty quick, but he also rears away. It kind of reaches around the corner, and you hear him kind of rev the engine to drive it back into you. It looks like he wants to just run you guys over. He's currently 60 feet away from the rest of you where you were. That brings us back around to the top of the initiative, which I believe was... I cannot remember who was first. Azarion. Azarion was first.
Can I wait for Van to get balls and then use my wings to get on top of this time?
One thing that's problematic for you right now, you are currently frightened of the truck. What the frightened condition does is it doesn't allow you to move closer to a thing that you're afraid of. So you're not allowed to willingly go any closer to the truck than you currently are. But what I would say that you could do is you could ready an action to you would have to let it hit you, but you could grab onto the front of it when it hit you, which would be a very brave thing and not a very frightened thing. But you could technically, mechanically do that, but you couldn't ready an action to fly onto it right now.
Could I maybe potentially wait for it to get in range and use my finite?
Yeah, you could wait for it to get in range and then attack it. Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Alright, so you ready an action to attack when it comes within range at the end of your turn. Go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw to see if you're able to break out of the sphere effect. And you succeed. So at the end of your turn, you are no longer frightened, so next time you would be able to do that thing that you wanted to do with the wings. That's going to bring us next initiative to Papa Sickle. Papa Sickle,
Yes,
you're
it's
not
me.
casting Compelled Duel. What
I
would
am
you
not.
like to do?
That was an accident. I wanted to look at it. I will save an action, my action to attack it once it gets close. With my candy corn flail.
Absolutely. Ready in action to attack when he approaches. He's 60 feet out right now. At the end of your turn, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Not enough.
11, not quite enough. And also, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. And he looks, he actually is going to shout up to you. He's going to shout up to you, Kevin.
Hello.
What would you like? What flavor are you interested in?
Death!
And he yells at you again, and he goes, "We don't have that!" And he's gonna throw his party sampler at you as he uses his "We don't have that" on you.
So is that a ranged attack or is that?
It is a ranged attack.
Okay, can I do the monk thing? Oh, that won't hit actually. Anyway. So.
Oh, it misses you anyway. Yeah. This is actually, I would say, I would say that this is a projectile, kinda. It's a big blob of ice cream. It's a little tough to throw, but you see, he just takes a scoop and lugs it out the side of the ice cream truck, and it just flies up, and with perfect accuracy, catapults back down onto the top where you are. You roll out of the way, kind of dexterously as the ice cream crashes into the top of the truck, actually damaging his own truck.
That was Rocky Road for sure.
That is going to be all for that legendary action as we move next in initiative to Deadly. What do you want to do, Deadly?
I'm gonna do. Let's see. I don't remember. This thing. Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame can absolutely get him. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw. That's it's just barely a 6. Is your DC only 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it would be. Anyway, he takes 10 points of radiant damage, or I'm sorry, he takes no points of radiant. He succeeded. I'm just getting confused. All right, yeah, he barely succeeds. The radiant fire, you see, pops up in the car, and he kind of looks out of the way and kind of glares at you, and you hear him kind of rev his engine as he kind of turns the steering wheel like he's going to drive at you next. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna ask Azarion and say, "Hey, Azarion, can you make me fly over the truck over there?"
Sure.
And at the end of your turn, would you like to make me a wisdom saving throw to see if you're able to break the fear effect that is currently on you?
Okay.
You can cast when you're feared?
Yeah, you can actually.
Oh, wow.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls while the fear is inside of you, but that's it. So you succeed on your wisdom saving throw. You are no longer frightened at the end of your turn. Thank you for your honor, Papa Sickle. And we move next in initiative to Kevin CRABHANDS. You're on top of the car.
Okay, first of all, Kevin would like to lean his head over the top of the windshield and give him a smirk. And then I have 2 questions. First of all, is his driver's side window open?
His driver's side window is closed. The big, the big window that is over on the side that he was, taking orders from is open.
Okay. All right, so is it possible in a turn to punch through the windscreen and grab his steering wheel and turn it?
It would depend on how much damage that you do.
I'm willing to use a key point on this.
So go ahead and make it. Basically, just once you've hit the windshield for enough damage, you can break through it.
All right, come on.
25. Oh my God, 20. Both of those are going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage on both of those. 9 and 7. Damn, you actually did. 15 health. The first punch, the glass shatters and kind of breaks in. The next one strikes down and shatters the windshield, completely caving it in, bits of glass and stuff, some of it coating your hand. I'm just saying, just from the shattered glass here, you and him are both going to take damage.
All right. As he's taking this damage, Kevin's grin just widens as he yells at him and just says, "Pull over!"
You both take 2 points of piercing damage. Yeah, since this is, saying that this is the equivalent of a grapple, so you can replace an attack with it, but you'd need to expend a key point for.
I will happily extend a key point to turn this fucking van into a wall or something.
All right, you can make me this is going to be kind of like a grapple check to see who has control of the wheel. If he's able to figure out where he's going at all, go ahead and make me a. I'll let you make strength, or you can make strength athletics or dexterity sleight of hand. Either one of those checks.
Okay.
And he's going to contest you with his.
Is there any way to since he's upside down, would that count as acrobatics?
I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah,
on
I got you.
athletics.
All right, well, sleight of hand it is because that's a +3.
You go and kind of try and wrench the wheel from it. You have a firm grip on it now with a 14, and you can try again like next time without having to do as much. But he manages to hold on to it as he's driving forward. You can also see now in the back of the cart, as you've gone in, he kind of leans backwards as he's driving forward and kind of beginning to bring the truck forward. He leans back and yells, "Come on, get him!" And you can see a bunch of like what look like almost little icy imps wearing ice cream hats that are like busy like putting ice cream cones together. All kind of stop what they're doing and looking at you. That you can now see now that you're looking directly into the truck. The screwballs are going to roll initiative.
I would like to call him a sick bastard.
That's going to bring us next initiative to the ice cream man himself. Who's going to drive the truck forward. And he was gunning for you, but he's going to go for something different. He kind of pulls a little bit around to the side and is going to kind of swerve right past you, provoking the two ready actions. I believe Azarion and Sickle, both of you had ready actions to attack the cart.
God damn it!
9, unfortunately, is going to miss. Azarion, you said you were going to do something when it got close as well. Do you want to make that attack?
Yeah, just a question. If I do the attack, can I still use the movement to get on the top?
This isn't your turn yet. This is just the ready action that you set up before. So on your turn, you're no longer frightened, so you'll be able to use your movement however you want.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or you're actually next to initiative. But for now, all you have is an attack, if you want to go ahead and take that.
Just a question, how do I use my infinite grieve that I got from the back?
What was it? You said the grieve of something? I can't remember what that specifically does, but is that the thing does that give you unarmed strikes?
Awesome.
You can just do this. Oh, okay. Yep, I remember this. So you can just say that was what you were going to do when the thing got close.
Yeah, that's the thing I said.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't quite hear when I think you originally did it. The Ice Cream Man is definitely of a challenge rating higher than your level here. But there are a few guys in the back that are not. And you watch as in the back, as the thing kind of drives by, there's a snap of your toes, I guess, not a snap of your fingers. And you don't actually see this happen, Azarion, but Kevin, you looking through the windshield, see those imps that were getting ready to like run out and go after you. Two of them just kind of turned down and into dust.
Kevin was bracing himself to be swarmed by the little midgets and is now very confused.
Now there's only two of them, two of those little midgets, but that's going to be all. Well, so he moves closer. That's your ready action, and then he's going to use his regular action, and he's just going to he reaches out the window and he goes, bomb pop, and throws it onto the ground. He's going to toss a bomb pop at you guys. This explodes. Oh man, that's really low damage. This explodes outside of the cart. I need Azarion, Papa Sickle, and Deadly to all make me dexterity saving throws.
Would it be possible for Kevin to catch that as it goes out with his monk reaction?
Nah, this is just like this is almost like a fireball. He just picks a point in it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Unfortunately, all of you fail, taking 5 points of fire damage, except for, I think, you, Azarion, you have resistance to fire, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So you only take 2 points of fire damage. But this thing, bomb pop, explodes into space. The cart also was just caught up in the blast, and you see his own cart kind of burns and trails off from it as he does so. And he drives past you, provoking another round of opportunity to actually, you guys used your reactions already.
Pete,
but except for you.
Can I use the Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
Yeah, absolutely. That's on him too, not the cart. He's gonna make a what save? Dexterity?
Dexterity, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately succeeds. Does he take half on a success on that one, or is that all or nothing?
That's half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so he still takes 2 points of fire damage. You see it kind of, the hellish rebuke curves around and into the window, and he rears away from the window with the wind there.
Kevin gives a little salute as he drives by.
And the cart continues to whiz past. You can take another opportunity attack if you would like to, Deadly.
Yeah, and then I had a question. It says, like, while I hold the sword, I have resistance to fire damage. Does that mean I don't take fire damage?
It means you take half fire damage. So you would actually only take 2 points of fire damage from that.
Got it, okay. Yeah, I'll take another attack here.
Yeah, swing away. 13 will hit the cart. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage, an extra 1 of fire. As you tear into the side of it, you can see the cart is now like riddled from dents. The windshield's gone. It's starting to get pretty beat up. As we move next in initiative, we're gonna move next in initiative to Azrath. What do you want to do, Azarion? The turn is yours.
Okay, can I now do the move thing?
Yeah, you want to fly up onto the cart, right? You want to? Is this your?
Yeah, but I take the Massacre. I have wings.
Oh, okay, yeah, you just have wings. Okay. I forgot that you were a flying tiefling. I was thinking that this was like a... Yeah, alright, cool. So you're going to pick up Deadly Massacre and try and fly up?
Yeah.
Alright, keep in mind if you're going to... I'll say that you can carry Deadly. Keep in mind that while you're carrying Deadly, both of your hands are occupied with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so you fly up. What do you want to do? I assume you're willing, Deadly? I know this is your guys' kind of signature move. So what do you want to do, Azarion? You pick up Deadly and begin to fly into the air.
I take us to the top of the car.
Don't stab me.
Okay, you fly over, and you're hovering now. You're basically like flying in parallel with the cart as it goes. He's kind of like looking up in the air at you from his driver's seat, and having a hard time looking past the Kevin CRABHANDS that's right up in his face. You're hovering above it. You're not directly onto the cart. If you want to drop onto the cart, you can make a check to do so, but it's not trivial for that. But if you want to like be basically standing on the cart, you could roll an acrobatics or athletics to land, and they'll give you advantage because you're flying, because you have such an easy way to do so. Or if you just want to fly above it, that's cool too.
Actually, wait. Okay.
Thank God for that advantage.
Yeah.
A critical failure would have been a really bad situation, but a 13 is barely enough. You crash down on top of the cart, your heavy, greaved foot leaving a dent in the roof of the thing. Deadly and Azarion, you are both now on top of the cart. Still a bonus action if you would like to use it.
Yeah, I wonder if I can now myself go off the car, still flying and trying to hit the tire with my...
That's a little bit beyond the scope of one turn to pick up Deadly, fly over there, and then do all that. I'll say that if you want to not be riding the cart, though, you can hop off and start following it in the air so that you're ready to do that next time.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing myself.
All right, so yeah, you pick up Deadly and kind of basically just drop Deadly, air delivered onto the top of the ice cream truck, and then get ready to fly alongside of it. Excellent. That's going to bring us to the screwballs. You see these little imps begin kind of cackling as they're running out towards you, Kevin. They seem to be just like, their heads are just like kind of little snowballs, and they have like a lot of like multicolors in them. And it looks like their nose might be bubblegum or something like that. You're not entirely certain. But regardless, the screwballs are going to come after you. And they're going to claw at you, Kevin.
Bugger off, you little midgets!
I am gonna. One of them's gonna claw at you. Well, it's 21 to hit.
Yeah, no, that'll hit.
For 6 points of damage total, 3 of it cold. And then the other one's gonna kind of rear back as he moves to the side. He gets to the side of the ice cream man, Actually, he doesn't need to. He just goes through the X-ray van because he's immune to cold. And he kind of rears back and just breathes outwards. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I can do that. There we go. 21.
That is going to succeed, so you're going to take half of that damage, which was 2d4 cold. Which is only 2 points of cold damage, so 8 all said and done, as these two imps come after you. That's all for those screwballs. Papa Sickle, what would you like to do? You're still scared at the moment.
Can I set a hunting trap down to pierce the wheels?
I love that. Absolutely. You can set a hunting trap down to pierce the wheels. That's so rad.
Good, I will set some of those down.
I never see hunting trap used. What's it an action to place a hunting trap?
I don't think so.
Excellent. You put a hunting trap down in front of you, and with you being the only one on the ground right now, he's definitely leaning towards going after you. Is there anything...
Damn my tiny legs and no wings!
Anything else on your turn?
I will use my movement to get out of direct sight of, well, not direct sight so much as out of the middle of the road. Maybe duck behind the corner.
Yeah, you want to run into the park a little bit, like get behind a bench or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's away from him, so you can do that. Are you going like prone, or are you just like taking some cover?
Taking cover.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. At the end of your turn, he's going to use his legendary action, and he's going to look back. He's actually going to shout up to you, Deadly, and he's going to call out, "Halfling, what do you want?"
I want to kill you and eat you.
You keep ordering things that aren't on the menu!
To be honest, we should just say chocolate.
And he's gonna throw the party sampler at you. That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah, it hits me. And I'm down. Wait. Am I down?
You take... actually, it's 1 less damage, it's 9, because you have resistance to fire, right?
Yeah.
The first one was fire damage, so you don't take that one. So it's 4 plus 9, so 13 total damage.
And I'm down.
Oh no. Deadly collapses on top of the cart.
Damn it, I have to get close to that now.
You don't slip
That's
off,
bad.
do you?
I think that I think that Deadly was kind of like placed in such a way where she's not gonna like just immediately fall off the cart, kind of like on the windshield, so they got a little bit of an angle.
She's with Kevin.
Yeah, kind of with Kevin, legs hanging over now, but unfortunately, Deadly goes down here, and that's gonna be all for his. That's gonna be all for that legendary action as we move next in initiative to. Actually, it would be you next, Deadly Massacre, so I do need you to make me a death saving throw, unfortunately.
Please succeed. That's not what I said.
You have 1 failure. As we move next in initiative to Kevin. What do you want to do, Kev?
Alright, well, I think we're, second verse, same as the first.
Fair enough. You also have these 2 little, imp things that are coming after you now, too, that are climbing over, the...
Yeah. So Kevin's plan here is he's gonna jump... Oh, wait, sorry. Is it possible to make an attack against this guy and then pull the steering without spending a key point? Or is...
Yeah, you can attempt to pull the steering or punch him in, changing the steering is in place of an attack at any given time.
Okay. Right, and so he wouldn't be able to get any attacks off. Right, okay. In that case, he's going to slide himself into the passenger seat and wrench the steering wheel.
All right. Go ahead and make me another sleight of hand or athletics, your choice. And he is going to make next in response.
Oh, come on!
Oh my goodness, he's rolling really well, and by that I mean I'm rolling really well, as we usually do. You're trying to wrench control, but you can try one more time. I'll let you use your bonus action attack.
Thank you, I shall take that.
The same result. He's got control.
Can I spend a key point to try?
Let go of my wheel.
Mine now.
If you want to spend a key point to try one more time, you can.
I am going to. Come on.
Oh, he's unstoppable.
All right.
Anything else on your turn?
Timothy's probably just gonna yell up to the roof.
Don't suppose you can help me pull this over?
And you hear no response from the currently downed comrade. As we move next to his turn, he's looking over at you, Papa Sickle, and he just begins
Hiding behind a bench.
The truck just begins driving up, and it's just heading straight for you, even behind the bench. And
Hunting trap! Hunting trap!
Oh damn! I forgot about the hunting trap. He's going to attempt to crash attack you. That's an 8. That misses, right?
That super misses, like way misses.
What is the hunting trap do?
This is where the van like movie flips over Papa's head.
Basically, they have to pass a DC 13 save or take a D4 of piercing. And that's on tires.
And specifically on the tires. I got you.
Yes. That does pass.
He does pass. You see the tires roll over the hunting trap, and it just locks. It goes up and it clamps onto the tire, and it just looks like the tires are pretty tough here. As they hit onto it, you can now see the truck is kind of moving at an awkward like. Each time the tire kind of goes over the part that has the hunting trap into it, but it's not like deflating them right now. As the truck continues, I'm rolling very hot tonight. Sorry that you guys are in trouble. It strikes into the. Did you ever make your wisdom saving throw to break fear? Last time?
I did make it, and I set it up there. I didn't actually make it yet.
Did you
made the roll, failed to save.
Okay, yeah, that's my question. Listen, the truck crashes into the bench, and you see it kind of like rips the bench out of the ground and almost you with it. I was going to give you resistance to damage from it, but then you kind of like push it to the side a little bit, like using what little strength you can muster.
No, touchy.
Roll the ice cream truck, and it 2 tires crash down and land on either side, and it kind of continues forward. You're right next to it right now.
You know, this could be good.
As it's going to move on to, that was all for his turn. That's going to bring us to Azareth. Azareth, you've been kind of flying alongside of it. You were going for the tires as well, right?
Yeah, but considering that I saw my teammate about dying, Azarion would like to use healing word on the remark.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a bonus action, you are going to healing word. Go ahead and roll the healing. That is going to be 11 points of healing. Wow, the high level healing word. Nice. You regain 11 points of hit.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm back alive now.
That is going to be all for. Oh, that's just a bonus action. So you still have an action. You can still hit the tire too if you want to.
Okay, I want to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
I'll just need the help with the dagger again because for some reason it's not working.
Yep, I can just hit it for you if you'd like. Where are you on the thing? All right. Are you clicking it on the front page, right? Where it says dagger? It's weird that it's not working for you.
It's making me rename.
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on it. 3 points of damage. You pierce into the tire, and you see the tire kind of pop, and air starts to leak out of it, and the truck's speed has been kind of like drastically kind of starts to slow down as the tire's kind of having a harder time moving now. The whole truck is from the pop tire. That's action, bonus action. Do you want to move, or do you want to just keep flying next to the truck?
I'll keep flying.
All right. That's going to bring us next initiative to the little imp creatures. The other one is going to use its other dex move against you. Kevin. So I need you to make me a dex save.
15.
15 is going to be enough again, so you'll take half of that 2d4 damage.
Martha Jubbly.
2 points of cold, and the other one is going to make its regular old attack against you. Ooh, that's a critical strike. For a total of 9 points of damage.
I think I'm on 1 health.
Oh, it's a dangerous situation right now. It runs at you and kind of digs its icy claws into you.
See, I was going to punch it, but look, I'm going down anyway. I'm going down with a bang.
Fair enough. That's going to bring us next in initiative to Papa. What do you
It's
want to
close now! Wonderful! I may have disadvantage, but I also have a trick up my sleeve! That I will use next turn. Because right now, I'll use it now, whatever. I'm going to attack it, but I'm also going to use Guided Strike, my channel divinity, to add plus 10 to the roll.
Are you going after the cart, or are you trying to hit him in the cart? The window's shattered, so you could reach into the cart.
Him! I want to slash him with my flail.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's 23.
That's a... Oh.
Because it's a plus 10.
13's going to miss, but 23 does hit. Roll damage on that candy corn flail. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's not great.
Are you stacking anything on that?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna smite.
What level?
First, because I don't have a second level spells yet.
Oh yes, I was thinking level 3, but yeah, Paladin. My bad. Yeah, go ahead and roll me that smite damage.
It is 2d8, correct?
Go ahead and make me that 3d8 because he is a. 6 points.
Abysmal rolls, but still 6 more damage.
You got the extra d8, so it's still good.
I believe in you.
You swing out with your candy corn flare. It ignites with the light of the cloud, the candy cloud, and he kind of rears back from this holy paladin damage, not seeming to enjoy all that much.
Get wrecked!
Then all for your turn.
That is all I can do for now, and wisdom saving throw. Yeah! No, I can fight him.
End of your turn. It's almost like he's this here initiative. It's just where I keep remembering it. He's going to use his legendary action on you, Papa Sickle. He asks you, "What flavor, lizard?"
Strawberry!
And he goes, "Here you go!" And he throws it at you. He uses a weaker attack against you because he picked a flavor that he has.
I knew it.
It misses!
You deflect the strawberry damage as you push it away. You can see that the strawberry ice cream seems to burn with flames. And he kind of looks back and goes, "Out of strawberry now. Curses."
Ice cream is.
And that's going to be all for that legendary action. You are back up, Deadly. What do you want to do?
Take my rad.
Frostbrand Chandelier. You're going after him?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me damage on that one, because 14 is going to barely hit. I see it there. 3 and... I was just... Whoa, whenever you're ready. 3 and 6. 9 points... Ooh, that's a pretty good blow. 9 points of damage with the chandelier. You strike it into him, and you can see more of him. Wait. Is that cold damage, or is that fire damage? Then it says Frostbrand, and I think those actually deal cold damage, right?
Yeah, that's cold damage.
He's actually, unfortunately, immune to cold damage. So you've been hitting the truck with the extra cold from that, but as you strike him, he kind of almost leans into the cold of the chandelier. You still bash him, and he has a big dent in his cheek where it's stuck into the ice cream that he's made out of. But the 6 doesn't affect him, unfortunately.
I wonder if he's vulnerable to bite damage.
There's only one way to find out, but that's your action. Do you have a bonus action?
I'm just gonna call out to Azarion and say, "Hey Azarion, can you get me off this truck so I don't die again?"
All right, you call out for aid as we move next initiative to Kevin. What do you want to do, Kevin?
Kevin is going to spit out blood, hopefully into this guy's one of these guys' eye. And okay, question: would it be possible to kick him in the head or something, and also turn the steering wheel?
Yep.
Just trying to figure out a way to give him disadvantage or something.
Yeah, anytime you would make a attack, you can replace it with trying to move the steering wheel.
All right. Are we moving at any sort of appreciable speed?
The cart is just kind of always in fluid motion, assume. So you're going at a good clip.
Okay, good. Right. In that case, I'm going to make an attack to kick him in the head, but so that, like, in an attempt to make it reform, and as it's reforming, turn the steering wheel.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
13.
13 just misses, unfortunately.
All right. Well, trying to still turn the steering wheel anyway.
14. He's going to contest you. I don't know what to tell you, Kevin. He's unstoppable. You go to kick at him. His head just kind of opens up out of the way, closes after your kick comes, and he manages to maintain a steady grip on the wheel. Is that all for your turn?
Well, I think I've used my bonus action Evelyn. I'm out of key points. Can I pour bloody vodka on him? I don't know.
That would probably be an action to like hit him with the vodka.
All right, so that's the end of his turn. Look, if he somehow survives, he'll try again, but I doubt it.
All right, we'll see. That's gonna bring us next initiative to the Ice Cream Man himself, who's gonna hurl a snow cone over at you. He's gonna hurl a snow cone over at Papa Sickle. I need you to make a con save.
Minimum.
Man. He's been rolling physical damage. You take half damage and are not blinded. You're fine. You take 2 cold damage. You take two cold damage every time you walk out of the house in the Candy Kingdom in the morning.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Also, I passed my check to keep up my shield of faith.
Excellent. Nice. A nice round for Papa Sickle there. You only got one of those a day too. That's a big save. That's all for his. Actually, no. He's continuing to drive. Provoking opportunity attacks from at this point. Just you, Papa Sickle, because you're the only one that's kind of mounted on.
Damn it!
Here. 12 hits the truck. If you want to hit the truck.
Truck-kun will take a damage.
Roll damage. The truck's in rough shape at this point. Actually, the truck looks like it could stop functioning soon. You can see it's kind of spewing soot and the like out of the kind of exhaust into the back. As we move next to Azareth.
Mate, don't challenge Truck-kun. He's got the highest kill count out of all of us.
I don't want to get isekai'd.
What do you want to do, Azareth?
Do you have a bonus action?
What was the question? I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Do I have a bonus action as well?
Yep, you have a bonus action. You got your full turn.
Okay, as the first thing I want to take the Massacre of the truck.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you need to roll?
You said you wanted to make an attack roll?
It's my second action. First I want to take the Massacre of the truck.
Okay, yeah. You want to go and kind of pick up Deadly Massacre. I will say that, technically that would be an action in of itself, but I'll allow it, but you'll have disadvantage on the attack roll, because you'll have to be carrying Deadly Massacre during it.
Okay, and the second thing, could I use Finin Grieve?
Is that not once a day? I think that's gotta be...
Once a creature is saved from the finite grave, it can't die.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay. My mind was about to explode if you could use that as much as you... Yeah, so unfortunately, they've already both saved. The 2 imps are still there.
Okay, then I'm gonna use Burning Hands.
Alright. Yeah, you can throw Burning Hands into the cart, getting all of them. They're gonna make some saving throws. He's gonna make a saving throw. That's going to succeed. The 2 little guys are gonna... the screwballs are gonna make saves. One of them fails and one of them succeeds. So the one that fails takes 12 points of fire damage, and as they do, you can actually see that these guys are vulnerable to fire, and they kind of fizzle, and as they kind of fizzle, they also explode, which, Kevin, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. It is theoretically possible.
Dear.
It is
Okay,
theoretically possible for you to live here.
Mate, alright, so is it half damage on success?
No, it's no damage
Okay.
on success.
Okay, come on.
The DC is 10. Oh, you got out of the way. The explosive one not going down. That's a big roll. And one of the screwballs is down. The other one's going to take 6 points. Actually, the other one... Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. The other one also explodes because it's vulnerable. So even though it succeeded, it also dies. Oh no! Well,
Wait,
oh, no,
is he
there's no
nearby
way.
enough? Is he nearby?
Yeah, they were both in melee of you because they were hitting you with the claws.
Was it cold damage?
It was cold damage. You take 1 point.
That's enough.
Oh, Kevin
slumps.
You slump on top of the truck, and Azarion, you've dealt with the two imps, although you couldn't have known that they would explode upon death. Anything else for your? That's a turn. You got Deadly Massacre. Deadly, you're in flight with Azarion, and that is going to bring us to Papa Sickle.
Yes, it's me. I can get closer now. How far away is he?
The truck has slowed quite a bit. It was moving 60 feet before, but now it's only moving 30 from the damage to the tires.
Good, I can come up to him then. Let's see, should I do something? Could I theoretically reach in and heal Kevin?
You would have to climb up onto the truck to do that.
Well, my body is kind of slumped over. He might be able to just tap my hand as they go by.
If you want to do it that way, I'll give you advantage on the check, to kind of jump up and kind of just a quick little touch.
Sure.
To hop onto the cart. I love that.
Sure. Athletics?
Make me athletics or acrobatics with advantage. Yeah, you're fine with 13. So
cool. Here's 15 lay on hands and a high five.
Kevin, you revitalize with 15 health.
And a high five.
A tense battle. At the end of your turn, he's going to look at you. He's going to wheel around and look at you, Papa Sickle, and
stop.
Says, "What flavor do you want?"
You're out of vanilla.
He looks at you and he goes, "We have it!" And he throws it at you. He's going to throw a scoop of ice cream at you. That's a 24 to hit.
That does it.
That's 6 bludgeoning and 4 radiant damage that you take. I need you to make a concentration check on that shield.
Damn it.
The shield of faith goes down.
Well, actually, yeah, it's 10. It would have to be 10 or higher. Damn it.
That's going to... Oh, he's been forgetting to recharge his bomb pop. He hasn't done that ever. You should have 3 of those rolls, but what you gonna do? And that's all for his legendary action. That's gonna bring us to Deadly. You're flying alongside of Azarion right now. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do the hopefully this.
Want to make a Ray of Enfeeblement against him. So make an attack roll.
I guess I have to roll normally, but
Yeah. 16. 16's absolutely gonna hit. You fire this beam into the ice cream truck, and you see he now kind of is overwhelmed with this sickly light, and he has disadvantage. Oh, he deals half damage with his weapon attacks. The next time he tosses that ice cream around. Anything else on your turn? You still have a bonus action.
Not melee is not a bonus action, is it? Is it just movement?
Yeah, that's just movement or a bonus action. You can't take an attack as a bonus action unless you made one as an action.
I can't do anything right now because I'm in.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Can you drop that off me?
I don't want to die.
you look down at Deadly, drop down, and Deadly's just no. So you'll have to drop Deadly on your turn if you want to. That's going to bring us next in initiative to Kevin.
In a rare moment of sobriety, now that he's been hit by Paladin's lay on hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Kevin's gonna wake up with a jutter, and instead of going for the punch or trying to pull it over, due to his now clear-headedness, he's going to swing himself inside of the van and make his way over to the back.
Radical. You already have successfully acrobatics to get into this position, so I think that's a freebie at this point.
Sweet. And then he is going to take a look at where all the ice cream is being magically thrown about and tossing it all overboard.
Oh no! This is just going to be make me a raw strength check to see if you're able to get...
Could I just punch them all?
You can make an unarmed strike to just destroy all the ice cream containers that he's using.
Is it possible to angle it to punch the base of the ice cream containers to send it flying out the window?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just basically in that case, your hit. Okay, 22. You do the thing that you have described. You go around and you just basically, in one kind of sweeping kick almost, you just drag everything off the shelf and it flings down to the side and just crashes and splatters onto the ground. Anything else on your turn?
Okay, he can make a bonus one. Is there any ice cream left?
No, it seems the other stuff that he uses, he just kind of conjures, but a lot of the other ice cream he's been using, all he has left is the one in the scoop.
Excellent. Sorry, the one on the scoop, where's that?
In his hand.
Okay, cool. Kevin's gonna then walk up behind him and kick him in the back of the head. So hopefully his head impacts against the steering wheel.
What are you doing back there? He looks around and turns towards you as you make your kick. Go ahead and make an attack.
None of your damn business. Boof.
16 is gonna hit. Roll damage on that. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You see your kick just, as he turns around to look at you, your kick just lands squarely in his face and leaves a huge indent. The ice cream nose goes in again, the ice cream cone nose, and he doesn't seem all too happy about that. And he's actually starting to look pretty melted, his body is kind of falling apart in places.
Kevin's about to bully this nerd. No, that'll be his turn.
That's going to bring us next in initiative to the ice cream man himself. He's going to roll him. If he gets a thing. He does not. He is going to... he does not have a lot of options available to him right now. He's going to take his last ice cream, and he's going to throw a party sampler at you with his last bit of ice cream that he has, Kevin. That's a 19 to hit.
I would like to do the monk thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that.
Alright, so it's a D10 plus 6.
So you have
How many of those
damage
flavors does
incoming.
he actually have?
None anymore.
These are his last one.
So 14.
You reduce it by 14, so you take 19, you take 5 points of damage as this glob of ice cream goes into you, just kind of catch all the little individual slots, and basically only one passes through. Do you have any resistances or vulnerabilities?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, in that case, the damage type is irrelevant, but weirdly, just for fun, it seems to be birthday cake ice cream that hits you, and it deals you psychic damage.
Oh no!
And that is all for his turn. He's low on... Actually, no, he also drives away. My man on the ground, Papa Sickle, you got another off attack on the truck if you want it.
You know it! 21 this time!
Ooh, roll damage.
9!
The truck is not quite finished off. It's just sputtering and puttering. But the ice
I
cream
shall
man
prevent the next isekai!
He's on his last legs as you try to avoid getting isekai'd. And we turn now to the top of the initiative. Ezra.
Okay, first I want to fly down to the Massacre to the ground.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my burning hands on the truck, if I can do that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can burning hands the truck. You kind of have been flying alongside of it, and so after you put down Deadly Massacre, you whip your hands aside, and cast fire on the kind of the side of the truck. It's moving at the highest speed that it can, and this time as the truck, as you hit the truck for 12, the bottom of it just kind of, it explodes from underneath. It doesn't even make a save because it's a truck. It takes the 12 fire damage, and the whole truck flies up into the air, kind of flipping over onto itself a few times and crashes onto the ground. As it lands, you can see kind of like slurping out of it with his hands, kind of more and more melted with each passing moment. The ice cream man kind of drags himself out of the passenger side window. Kevin, both of you are in the truck. I do need you to make me a dexterity saving throw alongside the ice cream man.
Understood. This is what I've been trying to accomplish this entire time.
You just did it with raw damage. You hit the truck enough. 10, both of you are going to fail, and as the truck explodes, oh, it's actually the same as the burning hands. That's funny.
Oh no, come on, no.
Oh no. You and the ice cream man both take 17 points of fire damage as it roars up in destroyed flames.
I have a feeling that's extra bad for the ice cream man.
I would like Kevin to at least, like, punch him in the back of the head as he fucking burns. Not as an attack, but like a...
as like a final, like... Wait, this doesn't kill you, does it?
Oh, well, no, it doesn't kill him, but, like, that's... He's got 24 max.
No, I'm saying it doesn't kill you.
No, it doesn't kill me.
Okay.
Not outright, at least.
He drags himself out, and you can go ahead and make a reaction. Actually, that downs you, though, doesn't it?
It does down me, yes.
So I will give you the one, just pure spite. One pure spite punch on him as he's going away.
Pure spite.
21 hits, roll damage.
Pure spite.
And as he's crawling out, you can see among the melted. You're in a burning car, which is a bad situation. Burning truck that's flipped upside down. But you can see there's just a perfect fist mark in the side of his cheek as he drags himself melting from the truck and onto the ground. He is prone. As we move next in initiative. Azareth, that was your turn. You did that. Do you have a bonus action or a move action? I forgot to ask. It's just such a big move.
I put the Massacre down, so use
So you want to move over near him, or are you just going to kind of fly around, kind of keeping a little bit of distance?
I'm going to keep a distance.
Okay. Screwballs are gone. His legendary actions... you see he actually, you know what? Yeah, he's gonna go for this. You see he just reaches over at the end of your turn and takes off some of his already kind of like dripping face. He's gonna take the damage that he would take from this, which is 6. He takes 6 self-inflicted damage because he's out of moves otherwise, and he's going to throw an ice cream shot at he's gonna throw one at you, Papa Sickle.
He still has ice cream?
He literally just took that 6 points of damage to take his own ice cream.
My apologies, I missed that part.
Yeah. So yeah, that paid off. He looks over at you, Papa Sickle. What flavor?
Your mother!
I don't have that. He's gonna throw the party sampler at you.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's like max damage.
I am unconscious.
Papa Sickle goes down as he throws the party sampler at you.
Come on, you two. I believe in
you. He is on the brink of death, but 2 heroes are down. That's gonna bring us next in initiative 2. Actually, Papa Sickle, I need you to make me a death saving throw.
I was hoping you wouldn't roll so high.
I admire your bravery in choosing to take the higher damage one. You succeed on your death saving throw. That's going to bring us to Deadly Massacre. You are the ice cream man is almost down. One of your allies is in a burning truck, which is a very bad look. The other one is just downed. What do you want to do?
He's fine.
He's also very close to defeat.
I'm gonna use Spare the Dying on whoever's trying to die right now.
Do it on the guy not in the burning truck.
Yeah, I assume you want to go over to...
Oh yeah, frick. Otherwise I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it might be the right choice.
Okay. I'm gonna use a firebolt then.
Okay. You
You use to spare the dying on, which is an action, correct?
Are you sparing the dying on?
Do you have no
Sickle?
healing?
Or are you going to firebolt?
Hey, the truck is burning, right? And since you hold the sword, you have resistance to fire damage and you only get half. So either way, you should.
Well, don't come in here. It's a burning truck, so even if you stabilize Kevin, he'll burn to death. So just.
Yeah, it's a bad situation
Yeah.
either way. What's the play? Choose for yourself. Do you want to?
I'm doing firebolt because it's gonna be better to do that.
Okay.
Fight fire with fire.
Unfortunately, as you toss the firebolt forward at the ice cream man, as I said before, he's prone, so it's a disadvantage attack, and the fire flies off and doesn't quite connect with him. He's still barely hanging on. I don't know if we'll see. Actually, Kevin, at the start of your turn, you take a failed death save, and I need you to make me a death saving throw.
1d20. 16.
16, you have 1 and 1. That is going to bring us around to the ice cream man. He can't afford to take damage from doing that again. Actually, yeah, no, he can't afford to take damage from doing that move again. He's gonna see if he recharges his one good move. He does not. All right, he's gonna use his literal last resort. You see him stand up off the ground and begin just kind of like dragging himself, dripping and melting, walking towards you, Deadly. And he is going to go ahead and make a. He's going to go ahead and make a bite attack against you, which isn't really his best aspect. That's a 10 to hit.
Ha!
Does that miss?
Yeah, it missed.
He goes to just the big kind of weird toothy ice cream mouth, goes to bite at you, and you dodge out of the way. And as he's trying to speak to you, "Don't you want some ice cream?" His melting mouth is like unable to articulate words anymore. We move next in initiative to Azrith. What do you want to do, Azarion?
Okay, since I have a resistance to fire damage, can I go inside the truck and get the Kevin out of the truck?
Yeah, you want to try and drag Kevin from the burning building.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a, as you go into it, just make me a Constitution saving throw to try and stand up to the heat in that space.
Just
17. All right, you're going to take half of this damage, which you'll take half of again. Oh my god, you actually take 0 damage from this because it's halved and then halved. As you drag Kevin from the body, drag Kevin's body from the burning rubble. Anything else on your? That's going to be your action to pull him out. You still have a bonus action to move if you want to use it.
Throw my body at him.
I guess since I used that as my first thing, I guess I can't use Spare the Dying.
I'll say that you can spare the dying as part of that action because it's a touch spell. So I'll say that you stabilize that spare the dying. That stabilizes Kevin here. I think that's fair. Kevin, you are not dying anymore, and that's going to bring us next initiative to Papa Sickle, who still is dying. I do need you to make me a death saving throw again. 1 and 1. As we move back around, he's bearing down right upon you. Deadly, what do you want to do?
This.
I suppose we're going to healing.
The 8. It flies to the side of him.
Power up, you would.
He ducks out of the way as best he can. Anything else on your turn?
Move away.
I'm gonna move so that he doesn't bite me.
He's gonna provoke an opportunity attack, which will be a bite.
Oh god.
Oh crap.
Are you okay with that?
I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving.
All right. At the end of your turn, he is gonna use a legendary action to try and bite you.
Oh no.
He can't do the cool ice cream one. Oh, 21! Does that hit?
Does that hit?
I'm sorry, does that finish? I know it hits. Does that, are you still up 5 hit points?
Is that to me?
Yeah, it's to you.
Oh yeah, I'm still up.
Okay, yeah, he hits you for 5 as he gloms down upon you, the ice cream making pointy, kind of icicle points for a brief moment. Kevin's down.
Could I roll a con to wake up?
I'll let you have a 1 in 20 shot.
Oh, awesome. I'll take it. So just a normal D20 then?
Yeah. Or, unfortunately, you're still just unconscious. That is going to be... Wait, did someone get... Oh, no, now it's just his turn. He's going to try and bite you again. Now it's his turn proper. That's a 10. That misses. Azarion, the turn is yours. The Ice Cream Man is on the verge of defeat. What do you want to do?
Okay, now I'm kind of contemplating whether do we save the teammates or we go for the...
Go for the kill.
Unless you have healing to get us awake, just kill him.
Okay, I'm gonna use my burning hands again.
Oh, you still have burning hands left.
There is an ally in the way.
There's a...
Okay, she's a worthy sacrifice. Do it.
Wait, Kevin, Kevin, you want to go down with the ship? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's in the way.
Oh, he can angle in such a way. He can stand so that, like, you just get the outside.
Stands barely off to the side.
Yeah, you just kind of go off to the side a little bit. I think you don't have to hit deadly on this one. Regardless.
I do want on the record, I would go down with the ship if it meant to.
I thought you were saying, like, I'm in the way, kill me with the...
I would bloody bear hug this man.
Azarion, my question for you is, how would you like to finish off the Ice Cream Man? You got the killing blow.
Okay, gonna bite his ear off.
Alright, you're just gonna bite his head off, you said?
Yes.
Alright, Azarion, you rear your burning hands towards him, and as the burning hands arcs out and begins to melt away at his body, you crazy cannibal, reach in and you bite down onto the head of the Ice Cream Man, and Azarion, he's maybe the most delicious thing that you've ever tasted. It's the perfect fusion of living thing and food. As you take a big bite out of the Ice Cream Man, his body finishes melting from the burning hands, and there is a moment of calm for the first time. And then you watch his kind of body of ice cream that had just kind of finished bubbling and melting, just kind of explode upward and erupt out in a fountain of ice cream as his fiendish soul has been truly destroyed. Ice cream cooks and reigns over the city of Central City, feeding all of the kind of kids. You see kids are starting to like run outside and they see like the ice cream dripping down from the sky, and they're kind of just all looking up aghast. Child and parent alike are outside enjoying the summer solstice and drinking the ice cream rain that has now fallen upon it.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said that, I thought there was gonna be a second phase of the fight.
No, that would be wild. No, you guys won.
That's gonna be $100 for every ice cream.
Yeah. Given time, everyone is... Oh, you don't need this intense music anymore. Given time, everybody is able to get back up. You are all brought to consciousness once more.
My damn head. Kevin just rubs at it. Bull looking over at Papa Sickle and like offering a fist bump. Thanks for helping.
Of course, that's part of my job.
That was a tense one. But you have all you've all achieved victory and are eventually able to make it back to Bartholomew's shop, who greets the four of you as you enter, coated in ice cream, pretty bruised and battered, and well, ice creamed in some cases, yeah, burned in some cases. It's funny that you almost died by fire in the ice cream battle, but
that's a story to tell.
That's a story to tell. But Bartholomew kind of greets you. Greetings, adventurers. I see that by virtue of the fact that you didn't appear in one of those resurrection beds, I see that you must have, finally overtaken the fiend known as the Ice Scream Man.
He's been taken down. Hello, Bartholomew.
It's good to see you.
Have you got any, what do they call it? Aloe vera?
We can supply you with the necessary aloe vera and leaves and so on and so forth. But before we do that, I do believe we have something else to discuss. The Ice Cream Man was a terrifying foe, and his defeat shows that you have grown greatly as heroes and as adventurers. And as such, I do believe that a promotion is in order for all of you. And Bartholomew kind of claps his hands together, and you watch as confetti begins to rain down from the ceiling, and kind of glorious music begins to play in the space. Bartholomew kind of looks at the four of you. So, if we would all just line up for a moment, I'd like to say a few words to each of you as we begin our Fabled tier promotion ceremony. And he steps first in line towards you, Papa Sickle, and he looks at you. Papa Sickle, it's been a long time. I'm glad that you were able to be here again.
Yes, I'm also happy.
Papa, over your time here in the lands, you have shown devotion both to your candy craft and to your family. I know sometimes that with the ties of family life, it's difficult to get out and adventure. But I'm glad that you have taken these moments for yourself to find new and, greater sides of yourself here in the lands of DnDTime. I am honored to have worked with you each step of the way. Have you chosen your title, Papa Sickle?
I have not. I was not prepared for today.
That's actually pretty reasonable. You got called in at the last second. We'll come. Let us know whenever you're ready.
Sure thing.
And he steps next. Oh wait, hold on a second. I got distracted because it was a goofy one. But here are your 400, Bartholomew.
Wonderful.
He steps now towards you, Kevin CRABHANDS. Kevin, you are, I don't know, is it offensive if I say that you're a monster?
Absolutely not, mate. Look at me. I got blue skin, buddy.
I didn't think it was, but I didn't want to be rude. You're a monster, not just aesthetic, but I meant that more in the grandiose sense of you are a force of nature. From what I understand, you literally decimated the shark population of an entire ocean. Is that true?
Yeah, eventually they just moved, but yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. You come at each battle with intense ferocity, unlike perhaps any adventure we've yet seen, and complete each challenge set before you with a primal urge that really just shouts crab hands. I'm sorry I've been saying that wrong this whole time.
It's fine, mate. Many do. I appreciate I appreciate it.
So, Kevin, have you chosen your title?
Yes, actually. I was just thinking about it on the way over here, because, I got a clear head for once. So I think people need to know what they're dealing with. So I'd like to be known as the Drunk Moron.
The Drunk
Moron.
Oh, the Drunk Moron. I thought you said the Drunk Morn, like morning. The Drunk Moron is how you shall be known throughout all of the web.
Perfect.
He hands you over a bag of 400 Bartholomew bucks, and congratulations, Kevin.
Cheers, man.
And he steps over towards Azarion next, and he goes, Azarion, you're an intimidating individual. You eat people, not in like a kind of a goofy way. You just straight up eat people, and that's terrifying. But Bartholomew's Adventuring Company is not a place to discriminate against such folks. Here in Bartholomew's Adventuring Company, you are able to get ahead even if you eat people, as long as that you are able to complete your adventures in a timely and efficient fashion. And Azarion, your skills and your abilities, you come through most fights, I think, without barely a scrape. you are an impressive and powerful combatant, and I also, frankly, I was watching that whole thing. I like the part where you bit the head off the ice cream man.
I'll try to repeat it some more.
Hopefully you don't have to face another ice cream man, but for now, I congratulate you and ask, have you chosen your title, Azarion?
Well, based on my appetite, I think the only fitting title would be Sassy Belly, Sweaty, and Smelly.
Saucy belly, sweaty and smelly. Is how you shall be known throughout the realm. And you hear a sound of applause that you've heard after each individual thus far, as just spectral applause appears in the space. And he moves next in line. Oh, and here are your 400 more. That'll be bucks. Congratulations. Sorry. And he moves next. Oh, it's Sassy Belly. My mistake. He moves next to you, Deadly, and he looks over at you, Deadly. And Deadly Massacre. You are also a cannibal. And I am... Frankly, it's wonderful that the two of you are able to find each other and work together in this environment. But, Deadly Massacre, your abilities, they befit your name. Each foe that you encounter is, met with a deadly massacre. The ice cream man being the first in a long line, so to speak. And beyond that, you have a caring for your friends. No matter what, you always make sure that your allies see to live through to another day. You are an excellent adventurer, Deadly, and it has been an honor seeing you adventure here in Bartholomew's shop. Have you chosen your title, Deadly Massacre?
Thank you. Yes, I have. It's Sassy Belly, Rotting Caramel, and Jelly.
Sassy Belly, Rotting Caramel, and Jelly. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I like the rhymes quite a bit. Absolutely delightful. So you shall be known, of course, throughout the... and you hear another big old round of applause. And we're on the... And with that, the group of you now find yourselves promoted to the Fabled tier. Each adventurer that you go on from this point forward will be more dangerous, and so the rewards even greater. I have great expectations for each of you, as you can tell by the little flourish I put on great. And I do hope that each of you finds success in your continued adventures throughout the lands of DnDTime. Congratulations, heroes. And with one last round of applause...
Hey, mate, mind if I just try the bag thing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He just kind of waves his hands, and all the music and confetti and applause just abruptly stop. And yeah, you're done with your adventure, so you can also show up if any of you want to spend some money. And he steps around.
Celebratory little bag pull.
Indeed. Go ahead and roll me a D1000, and of course, I wish you the best of luck.
Come on. No, is it...
424, not bad.
Not bad.
You reach into the bag, and you find within, your hand passes over first. It appears to be something small, maybe it's like an umbrella or something, and then your hand passes over something black, and it kind of like, you get almost like an acid burn as you touch it. You stay away from that, and instead go for, it's metal, and it's kind of moving in your hand a bit. You pull out what appears to be a chain. And on the end of it, eventually you get to the end of it, it has a spiked ball. It appears to be a flail, actually. And Orthodox says, this is the chain dancer. It kind of twitches and flails around as you're holding it, as you can see. While you're wielding it, you can make an opportunity attack without expending your reaction. And you can make any number of opportunity attacks that you would like to make as you just kind of whirl around. So it's infinite opportunity attacks.
You see Papa Sickle looking at it and drooling gently.
So you see me in real life with my mouth open. Hold up. Okay. Wait. So, but only one-on-one fleeing person. I can't just attack him.
Oh no, you can't just attack a person. That'd be crazy.
Okay.
No, that's wild.
This is not an uncommon item.
You attack them until they die. No, it's not that.
Alright, but infinite things. Alright, he's actually gonna look over towards Papa Sickle and then just shrug and toss it over them.
You had my back, and I ain't got much use for it.
So we'll make that trade then.
Alright.
All right. You guys have an arrangement worked out, but would anyone else like to buy anything?
Yes, I would like to also have a chance at the bag pool.
Best of luck. Go ahead and roll me that D1000. $945. Woo. You reach into the bag, and your hand passes over a number of items.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. First, it seems to be some type of ring of some sort, and then your hand passes over something hard. It's heavy. It's warm. You don't think you can lift it up. Might be some kind of heavy armor. It's not necessarily for you. But what you end up grabbing is a very beautiful looking robe. As you pull it out, it's black and kind of dark blue. And then all throughout it, it looks like swirling skies of stars, embroidered with white stars. And Bartholomew looks up at you. This is a very powerful magical item. It is called a robe of stars. While you're wearing it, you gain a +1 bonus to saving throws. Additionally, it has 6 stars that are located upon the upper portion of it. While wearing it, you could use an action to pull off one of those stars and cast the magic missile spell at the 5th level. Oof! Wow. Also, you can go into the astral plane, and you remain there until you use an action, which you can do while you're wearing this. Although I don't know how much business you have in the astral plane, but if you ever need to go there, it's very easy to get there. You've gained the robe of stars. It is a very powerful magic item.
Are there sharks in the astral plane?
They're sort of like space sharks.
You know, some people refer to the astral plane as the astral sea, so there could be sharks.
Yes,
he'll
dreadnoughts they call them.
He'll turn to her just and clap his hands together like,
Do you think you could just send me there, and I'll find my own way back?
Oh, I can just send you to the astral plane, and you snap, and he's just gone.
Kevin's gone.
He's just gone.
Perfect.
And with that, I think anyone else have anything they want to get? Then Jeremy, shall we to the outro screen?